Hi, I'm Mr. Malik. Thanks for visiting the channel. Uh, Today, I'm going to be talking to a few young Indian game developers who recently participated in the WTF IGDC Game Jam. I got to play their game, Proto Last Hope, on live stream. It was a really amazing game, and I had a couple questions that I wanted to ask. So I reached out to one of the devs, and they were very happy to come on to a live stream, chat with us, and they were okay with doing a small interview. So I was lucky enough to grab hold of the entire team, asked a few questions, and we had fun. Talking about the game, how they built it, what challenges they faced through, and it was a fun time. So today I'm going to be sharing that interview with you, and this is going to be part of a series of dev diaries that I will be doing with other devs as well. Some of the games that I really enjoyed, so I'll be reaching out to them as well, and I hope you guys enjoy this series. So again, thank you for joining in. The team of Proto Last Hope. We have Lazy Shed, we have Shreyas, we have Purvesh, we have Priyanshu, the developers and the artists, the designers of this amazing game that I played, which almost made me rage quit. So, but yeah, thank you guys for joining in. And I have a couple of questions about your journey through this game jam. So let's begin. The first question that I want to ask all four of you is, how much sleep did you get in this jam?
Okay, so I will begin to say. So
Uh,
in
Neg
approx 48 hours.
Negligible. I'd say that we were awake till 3.
I think we lost Lazy over there.
Yeah. So I'll begin. So
Lazy,
in
lazy.
the span of 48 hours, I maybe slept about 8 hours because me and Shreyas and Priyanshu was awake till about 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning and doing solving bugs and designing menus and all the stuff. But every time we done a part or something, new bugs will arrived or something like that.
Okay, that's fine, because it's important to get sleep in jams. Not every time keep drinking caffeine and stay. It's important to stay hydrated, eat, and sleep. So that's a big part of the jam. Okay,
Yeah,
so
like I was taking a like 5 minute break every time I
well,
done
good.
some mechanic of the game.
That's interesting. Okay, so your what you did was you chose actually three themes. You combined three themes into your game. So uh, walk me through that process. Why did you choose three themes instead of just like going for
So
one?
yeah, so I'd like to say this. So first of all, we gave ourselves 45 minutes to choose a theme. All right. So when all of us went into the thinking process and then we came back with our ideas, each one of us had like varying ideas. Like all of them were totally different, and then we had a voting system through it, and then we went with Shreyas' idea because it really stood out like to most of us, and also Arthur, who was not with us during the process of thinking the idea. He joined later, and then he also chose that. So the idea really stood out. The idea that the small character in a like the world is also small, yet it seems so big because the character is small. So that really stood out to us.
All right, great. I think Arthur is also with us now, so that's great. We have the entire team now. Thank you for joining in, Arthur. All right. So my next question is like, how exactly once you decided to go for all three themes, how did you interpret them? So I get tiny. Think big adventures. You're like a small guy in this huge room, but chain reaction. I'm guessing it's something to do with science and chemicals. So how did you guys interpret? Like, how did you think the players would interpret three themes in like one game?
It was the other way
Uh,
actually, if I say. Like we first of all figured the idea, then things came up to us like automatically. Like this also works, then this also works. So it was Shreyas's idea, by the way, and we begin with the idea of the small character and the big world thing, and then it went with others. Like we seemed that this will also work, then this will also work that way.
like I was just sitting and I took the idea from the tiny world, big adventures, and I was just like thinking, ki, what can I add more to this? Then I imagined three game ideas about the theme. The first one is that our player is going to be miniature and is going to be in a body like human body, and you have to roam around the body, fix a disease or anything. This is the first idea I came up with. And the second one is that you are that you are a miniature robot stuck in a computer. Like the computer is going to be big and you are miniature, so you have to fuse the wires or fix the rotating fan. And the third one is the chemistry lab. So we all agreed to this chemistry one because the other two are very hard to make, as the computer has very big, very tiny components as well, and you can't do that in 48 hours. So we all agreed to the chemistry thing, because you can easily make a chemistry lab if you are skilled, and we have our three skilled artists like Purvesh, Arthur, and Shrestha, and we were the programmers, me and Priyanshu, behind the game.
Okay. Okay, that's cool. Good to know. My next question is like, why did you guys like decided to do only like a Windows platform thing? Because the game looks nice. I think it can also work great for mobile as well. So was that like a conscious choice that you only wanted to do Windows, or do you think maybe you will do it later for multiple
I think
platforms?
that was a time limitation because we only had 2 days. I think we thought that we should go with Windows because most of the judges and most of the people will be comfortable with Windows. And we did have discussions over developing the game furthermore. But I think this is it. I don't think we as a team will work on this any further. Like Arthur did made some lighting
I
changes.
think Priyanshu can add more because he made a Linux build also for himself.
Yeah, I was wondering if you can do Windows, why not WebGL as well?
Yeah.
Actually, there is a problem. Uh, Unity supports different. Uh, Sorry, I'm getting a call. Uh, so, so Windows support only Windows support multiple formats for video, and we are using a video on a player's face. If you can see, there is a video going on his face.
Mhm.
But Windows support multiple formats, and Linux only supports three formats: OGV and some other WebM and etc. formats. But so we can't build we can't build games for other platforms because of this reason. Because we that video part, that face part of player is very important component of our game. And you mentioned that why we aren't developing that game for Android. Actually, time limit was the main factor. And when I saw your live stream that you played our game and you really liked it, I thought, why not build an Android game? So I'm working on Android controller. So I didn't told all of.
The eyes were made by Purvesh actually.
Actually, at first that was we had an anime eyes, I think.
Yeah, so before, first of all, we had just a texture for with big eyes and stuff. I put it in, but then we removed it and instead we put in a video that is going on, which changes the eyes. Like the idea was mine that we'll play a video instead of the texture, and then we put a plane inside, and then we rendered a video inside. So basically, it's a
So
video where the
basically,
eyes
we
and
did
mouth is changing.
smart work, not hard work.
That's nice. And that's very important in these 48-hour jams and these small jams. Smart work will always pay off. So that's good to know. Again, uh, coming back to development, can you tell me like how did you like manage your tasks? Like who decided what to do first? Do we do the art first? Do we do the programming first? Do we do gameplay first? Could you tell me like a bit more about that? How did you go through that? How
We
did you
split
plan
the
it?
team in two.
Hmm.
We split the team in two, the programming part and the art part. So basically, Shreyas led the programming part, I led the art part, and we decided what task needs to be done, and then we distributed among ourselves. And like at the end of this first day, we sat together and combined everything. And then we, upon that, we worked together. Like first of all, they were making everything with the placeholders like cubes and capsules, but they thought that the game is not looking good. But when we gave them the first models, it was instantly like a glow up of stuff, and we were surprised like how it is looking all of a sudden.
So that happened at the end, or did you like give assets like one by one? Okay, this is done, use this. This is done, use this. Or did you just put the whole thing together in the end?
Like at the end of first day, I guess. Shreyas kab diya tha pehla?
Yeah, yeah. Like at the end of first day, he gave me the table of the chemistry lab. So I put in the game scene. Then he gave me the beakers or the stands. So like the level came up a bit by bit.
Basically, one by one.
Like I can show you earlier screenshots, and they were not as good as the game is right now. And another build, like with volumetric light and the sun rays coming out of the window, Arthur has put together. I'll put in screenshots somewhere if you want it. So it's
Let
looking
me
way more
screen share.
beautiful.
Let me screen share.
हाँ कर दे दिखा दे.
Yeah, I'd love to see your earlier like versions as well.
We
No,
also
no,
have a
actually,
Mila note having all the designs and stuff.
you won't believe that when we were on making the main menu, we thought that maybe judges even think that this game isn't built in 24 sorry, 44
48 hours.
48 hours. So that's why we left a starting note at the very starting that all the stuff has been made in the given time.
No, that's actually a very nice thing to do. It's important to mention it in your description, even in the game as well, that
Yeah,
whatever
like
art
this
that you
one
have
screen.
done, be it audio, be it music, anything, code, anything that you give like a prop. If you've taken anything from like free source, like do you own, you bought any asset from the asset source, so you own the license. So you just mention that. As long as you do that, it's also fine. And if you just made everything from scratch, that is just brilliant.
Well, there's a Easter, I'll say, in the actual jam build, that in the main menu, if you press WASD, the character actually moves and he falls off the window. Like
Okay.
he still has the character
So
controller in the main menu.
yeah,
Only the
like I
animated
forgot
controller
to
is changed.
remove the character controller from that scene.
Okay, that's interesting to know. Maybe because I think I have your final build as well. You made some updates and shared that with me.
Yeah.
Although I haven't played it, I will definitely try to like figure that out and see if I can get it in that one as well.
Arthur is presenting the new build with volumetric light and the window, the light coming out of the
I can
window
see,
and
yeah,
stuff.
I can see the god rays.
We would do that if we had more time, but we couldn't figure out volumetric light in the time we had.
Yeah,
So we
this
went
looks
with what we
amazing.
had.
I updated shaders also
Yeah.
to get
The
less time. I
like
already
and
made that,
it is
but
the
no
level is
time
also
to put.
randomized. The
Yeah,
level of chemical
every
and
time I died, the positions of the chemicals would change. So that
Yeah,
was like
yeah.
that
that was also.
was Priyanshu's idea.
Yeah, I instantly thought that would be, on purpose because once you remember where everything is, every other attempt after dying would become easier because you would know where to go exactly. So that would just decrease your time. But if it's
We also
randomized, it'll take the
simplified
same other time in exploration and everything. It'll take more time.
the game a bit in the newer build. Arthur वो दिखाइए जो पीछे तूने बनाया है easy जाने के लिए.
Maybe Priyanshu can add
Yeah,
some more
yeah,
to
this is
this.
amazing now that he's fallen down. You have that those little animation. This is
Yeah.
amazing.
Actually, I thought if we don't put that randomization, the game would have been easier. But we wanted to make this game a little bit harder. And actually, there was a major bug when you were playing. I was a little bit afraid that that game will get stuck. When you pause and hit restart, game used to stuck there.
Okay,
So
I
that
don't
was
think
a
I
major bug.
encountered that specific bug. I thought it
Yeah,
worked pretty. It worked fine for me.
Thank God.
Yeah, exactly. But that bug didn't work in your gameplay. I
Yeah.
don't know
The
how,
bugs
but it
aren't
didn't.
supposed to work, bro.
I think you were just like cross fingers. वो bug ना दिख जाए, वो bug ना दिख
Yeah,
जाए मेरे को.
exactly.
Exactly. Cross fingers.
You would have been like, ये तो feature है.
Yeah.
Cool, that's pretty amazing stuff. Okay, wonderful to see. Again, it's a great game. I really had a fun time playing this game. So I'll definitely play this game again. The finished version that you've shared with me, and let everybody know. Because the only thing is, like in this game that I actually thought later on that came to my mind was, which was also actually my last question that I have for you. So basically, your main idea is you just traverse around very carefully. You grab items, bring them back. You make your chemical, and that saves the world. But I didn't notice any other elements like that would help in movement. Maybe you could add like a double jump. Maybe you could have like jump pads or give some kind of power ups. You walk fast, you walk slow. The only thing that I noticed that actually made a difference in the gameplay was your lasers that you added. That added a bit of difficulty. But other than that, I didn't see any kind of elements, any other power ups. That was that like a conscious choice that you made not to add those things to keep it simple, or you had ideas to do stuff like that?
I think
Actually,
time
we had some other
limitation.
ideas. Yes, time limitation was a one factor, but we had other ideas like adding obstacles like
Burner,
fire burner.
burner.
There was a time limitation, so we added only few things, and we might add some other obstacles later.
It was supposed to become an obstacle mayhem, like a lot of obstacles and stuff, but at the same time we had less time, so we went with two.
Yes.
When I wa- like
I if
when I
if you
was
have worked
building the
on the
scene,
latest version. Yes,
when I
Suresh,
was
go on.
building the scene, they were like, "Ki, add this, add this." I told them to just let me finish the game first. If we had the time, we can add those things later, but we have to submit a playable game first.
Cool. That's interesting. What you were saying, Priyanshu?
I was saying that I added a little bit air control because you said there is no air control. So in air, I have added a little bit in air control. If you
Okay.
played right now, you will experience that.
Yeah, Priyanshu still making improvements to the game. like game कभी खत्म नहीं
Yeah,
करेंगे.
they're not moving forward. They are still in the jam.
Yeah. Again, so
Move
again,
on, bro.
so again, before we is like depart, I think I have like enough content for this video, for this basic dev interview for all of you guys. So my only thing before I go is like just wanted to know that you put like an amazing effort in this 48-hour jam. You made an amazing game. I had a lot of fun playing it. A lot of people did play it. They left comments as well. So it got a lot of attention. I hope it gets more attention. I definitely hope this makes it into the top 10 as well, and definitely a contender from my side, because the game had quite a lot of things that it's had story, it had a cute character, it had great gameplay, it had excellent replayability value, and it had like your art was nice, everything was handcrafted, so everything is there. So it's definitely like a contender for a winner for me. So I hope the judges play your game, they enjoy it, and like maybe fingers crossed you get lucky.
Yeah, we got
Cool,
laser
cool.
too.
Cheek cut out, dum dum.
Anyways, it was great. Again, thank you so much for coming in, taking out time from your busy lives, and doing this small interview. I really appreciate it. Shreyas, Lazy, Artho, Parvesh, and Priyanshu, thank you so much for joining in. And I'll hope you guys make more games and more game jams. The next one, I don't know which the next big game jam would be. There are
BYOG.
other yeah, the
BYOG.
BYOG just before IGDC. And if you guys are participating, do let me know if you guys do it again and make great games. I'll definitely play it again. I'll do like a whole BYOG series as well. So we'll play your games again. Hope, and I'm looking forward to that. Thank you so much for joining in, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you for
Thank
having
you so
us.
much.
for
Thanks.